Hi guys, welcome to this session. This is in this session we are going to see very interesting topic, right? So that is method overloading. So tell me what is the meaning of overloading, ma'am? A general meaning, English meaning. What do you call? How do you say this is overloading? Yeah, very comically we used to say in the school children's, right? They carry their bags, we used to say, oh, the student is very tough to study in schools because these peoples are carrying more number of books and notes than he can load, right? He or she can load. So children means they have a minimum capacity. So if they carry their books and notes more than that minimum capacity, you are saying it as overload, right? And oftenly you have seen this word overload um, when you discuss about stack and stack in data structure, right? This data structure stack concept will be checking for two conditions. One is overflow and another is underflow, right? I think you would have recalled those concepts, right? Simply to make interesting, if you have a water bottle, uh, how do you say the bottle is overloading? If I try to pour water more than that capacity, more than that, what do you call, the neck, more than the neck, if you are trying to push the water into that can, you can say it is overflowing, right? So likewise, if you are trying to modify the content which I have already been defined earlier, you can say that as an overloading. uh, why we go for overloading in Java means, we have developer all over the world for all the simpler examples and simpler applications. We have developers all over the world, right? So every developer will create their own functions. Okay. Then um, in the sense, what means, if a person is trying one kind of methodology, if that methodology suits to one particular customer, but that particular function is not satisfied with some other customer, means he has to redefine the same methodology. Okay, so how do I store that? How should I segregate their satisfaction and their functionality to them? Okay, here comes the concept of overloading. Though Java is flooding with more number of predefined library files, which one I need to use? Okay, here comes the concept of overloading. Okay, the concept is, as I told earlier, already a bottle is there and that bottle contains some limitation that you can fill your water to this extent. Okay, if you're trying to sorry, if you are trying to push some more water into that bottle, it cannot hold it, right? It will push out, right? Likewise, one user have defined one methodology, so to his extent he has returned the same. Okay, but some other developer finds that it could be refined in some other way, or else he could be modify this particular previous method and he can redefine by himself for his own application. So here comes the concept of operator overloading. So simply, in C++ we can overload operators, but in Java you cannot use operator overloading. You can go with method overloading alone. So what is operator overloading, ma'am? Abdina, you know what is this plus operator do? Okay, so operator plus is used for adding two numbers, right? If it is a string, means it is used for concatenation. Okay, but if you want a specific functionality should be defined. For example, in my main function, wherever I see this plus symbol, so this plus symbol should be added with a 2, value 2. Okay, in my main statement, if I give um, in my main statement, if I have specified plus I, so this I already contains some value to be 2. So already my I value is 2 in the sense, so it is not ampersand, it is 2. I'm having the value 2 means if I read this particular statement in my void main statement, or if I have defined in a way that in the operator definition part I equal to I plus 2. If this is a statement I have been defined, plus open bracket I equal to I plus 2. Okay, if I return the statement and I'm going to call in the previous session. So how do I call means plus I. So what happens to my I value means I contains the value 2. So now after my calling statement, this 2 will be changed to 4. So this is a statement I have written, right? I equal to I plus 1 in the sense it automatically updates the value to 3. Okay, so this is operator overloading. Likewise, you can also have your function overloading. So that we going to see here. So simply what is overloading means, you are having same function name you are going to repeat again and again, but their functions get deferred by their arguments. For example, your user defined function is like add. Okay, either this I can have any number of methodology having the same name, but they differ by arguments. Okay, they can differ by number of arguments, or they can differ by data type of the argument, or they can define by sequence of an argument. But sequence of an argument is not possible in Java. So the keep one thing you have to keep it in the memory. Operator or function overloading means your function name should be same wherever. Okay, your function name should be same at all the definition part, but they would have been deferred in their arguments alone. But we have classification in the function overloading also, depends on the arguments. Okay, either they can be deferred by number of argument, as I have written now, because I am having default argument and I am having 2 argument, and another one I am having 3 arguments. So they may be deferred by number of argument, or they might be deferred with data type of an argument. For example, I have defined add function. First, it may be computed with int I comma j, integer j. Second add function I can proceed with float I comma float j. Okay, so this can be possible, that is data type of a function overloading. Okay, let us discuss each with an example. So method overloading means, simple definition is, should have same name but differ in parameters. Okay, this is the example of method overloading. So these are nothing but types of method overloading. So we have types by changing number of arguments, data type of an argument. Third one is not possible, that is your return type. You will be changing with return type. Okay, that is not possible in Java. Let me check one and one. So first one is a simple method overloading with an example of data type. Okay, first we are going to see about data type. Okay, let me enlarge your PPT so that you could see the program clearly. Yeah, so I have two classes. One is adder class and another one is test overloading 2 class. Okay, so what is the structure of my adder class means, I have two method and that method belongs to static type. So you know the purpose of static. Once the method is given as static, There is no need of any object creation. Okay, it can be called simply like your methods. Okay, then okay, let me draw the structure of adder class. So this is my adder class. So adder class contain two functions. One is add, argument வந்து integer. Okay, one contains integer and another add contains double data type. Okay, another I am containing double data type. This is my structure of adder class. Okay, you know that the object will take up the structure of a class. Okay, let me start from your void main statement for execution. Here system.out.println. I came here the keyword called adder. So what is adder means? It is a class name and followed by a function name, right? Add of 11 comma 11. You know that depends on the parameter only we will supply to the dummy variables. You should recall the concept of your function calling. Okay, here I have add method. When I check here, this class is going to check add. So I'm having two add method, right? Which one I need to choose? Here comes a confusion, right? So how do I clarify this particular doubt means I need to check the data type. So okay, now I have supplied the value as 11. So 11 is nothing but a whole number. So whole number means it automatically calls the int add function. Okay, so int add function, yeah, it comes here and it returns a plus b. So what is a plus b? It is 22. So 11 plus 11 is 22. Next, system.out.println, again the class adder is going to call the function. So which function is add function? Again I come up with a doubt called to add function. So automatically which one I need to choose means the decision comes from the argument. So what is the argument now means I have some decimal values. Okay, if I am processing with the decimal value means I need to check which function is going to accept my decimal values. So automatically my second function only can accept the decimal values. So this particular function will be called and again a plus b will be added. Now a is assigned with 12.3 and b is assigned with 12.6. So added value is 24.9. It will be printed in the output screen. So this is the kind of data type. Okay, they get differed by data type. Though we have two functions called add as a same name, but the add function gets differed by their data type. Okay, next one more program, and this program comes up a problem, and this problem is called as multiple inheritance. This is for this reason alone multiple inheritance is not possible. Okay, if you see here, I have two methods taken, but they differ by the return type. Okay, add is a methodology, but both have the same parameters of integers, but the return types are differ. Okay, integer and double. Okay, so what is the purpose of return type means what the function is going to send out from the current methodology to the main method. Okay, but when it comes to the void main statement, I just call my class and I called a method called add, and I have supplied the values as 11 and 11. Okay, both are integers, no? So at this juncture, compiler will be stuck up at a problem that which argument of a function I should call, because this level and level 11 and 11 will be applicable for the two methods. Yes, here a and b can also be assigned as 11 and 11, and this a and b also can be assigned as 11 and 11. No issues, right? So they differ by the return type only. So return type is nothing but what the function is going to push from the method, but that is not a main importance when I am supply value to a function. Okay, here I come up with the problem that which function I should call. At this juncture, when a function is calling means I need to see the name of the function and what is the argument I'm going to supply to that function. That are the main two things I'm going to verify there. Though my arguments are same as they all belongs to integers, I stuck up with the problem that which method I need to call. Okay, so this problem occurs in Java. That's why you cannot um, change your return type with the same function name. Okay, third kind of type is not possible in Java. Okay, but you can do with C++, but not in case of Java. Yeah, this is, I think I have missed one program. Int and double. Okay, so simply I have told you number of arguments, right? Okay, keep it aside. Let me, okay, let me tell you the example of the same with a different number of arguments. Okay, here the function name will be same and return type also will be same, but parameters, while defining, you will be having default parameter. Under that you will be having a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to a plus b. This is one function, and in another function you will be doing with add of a comma b, c equal to a plus b. Okay, in the another function you will be defining like a comma b comma c, both all integers, d equal to a plus b plus c. This is the definition parts. Okay, how to define in the calling part in the sense add of add 10 comma 20, add 10 comma 20 comma 30. Okay, if this is the case, how do I call my function? On what basis I have to call the function means, if I don't have a parameter, in the sense I need to call the default argument. If I have two parameters, then I should call the definition part which accepts two values of a and b. And if I have three parameters 10, 20, 30, then I need to call the functions which have three parameters a, b, c. Okay, so this is the number of arguments in overloading. Okay, one more twist is, can I have void main statement overloaded, ma'am? Which means, can I able to write more number of functions for the main statement, ma'am? Yes, it is absolutely you can write, but which function will be called at first means, as we do regularly, the place where you have string array, where do you have the string array, this will be the one you will be called at first. Okay, others will be ignored. Okay, here you could see void main has been defined in different way. Public static void main string arg, second without array, and the third one they have been returned without any argument, which is without any string array. Okay, so how the compiler will choose means, the compiler will automatically choose only the parameter contains the string, square bracket and array. So other functions will be neglected by the compiler. Those statements will not get executed. Okay. Am I clear? Thank you.